Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. We've been talking a lot about the history of precious metals from the early 30s, what happened to the gold to silver ratio when FDR was in office, all the way back to ancient times when the gold to silver ratio was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold, to the credit crisis in 2008, which led to $50 silver in 2011, through the 70s and 80s when we also saw $50 silver. But the thing is that's all history. That's in the past. We need to look forwards and look where silver prices are headed, and more importantly, why. What's going to be the cause of these prices rising? So that's what today's video is about. It's going to be talking about all the different things from green energy, from solar panels, from electric vehicles to 5G technology. This is the video that's going to inform you on the highly potential opportunity that silver has up ahead. So before we start, make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if this video can get 200 likes. Everyone like the video right now. If you love precious metals, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you get instantly notified every time I post a video. The link to this article from sprott.com will be in the description. With that said, let's jump into it. So, consumer trend bodes well for silver. In this report, we look at silver's recent price move and revisit the long-term consumer-driven trends that affect silver. Fundamental shifts in technology and consumer preferences are supportive for several verticals of silver usage. At first, we discuss silver's recent rise. So silver's been on the move. Since we last wrote about silver on April 16th, silver outlook is bullish. The price of silver has risen steadily. Silver's price per ounce climbed from $15.68 on April 16th to $17.52 as of writing this on June 17th, a gain of 12%. Although silver's year-to-date return is still underwater at negative 2.21%, it's moving closer to positive territory for 2020. Silver ETF holdings continue to set records and now stand at 750 million ounces, up 90 million ounces since we wrote in April, and have a total market cap of $13.5 billion. So we continue to confirm our investment thesis. Although the silver market is small in size, it has the potential to move higher quickly when conditions are supportive and to outperform more traditional asset classes. Figure 1 shows the current distillation between gold and silver prices, which has created an opportunity gap for investment. So, silver consumer demand trends. Currently, demand for silver is enjoying a boost because of investment interest, as global economic uncertainty stokes demand for value of storage of precious metals. However, industrial use is the backbone of silver's demand, and technological advancements are providing strong growth in silver consumption. And that's what I keep talking about. Since silver is used so widely in technology, we're advancing into a new technological era. Silver is going to be the main driver, the main force in that. So number one, we see 4 very positive silver demand trends originating in consumer preferences. And 1, how we get household energy. So green energy. 2, what we drive, electric vehicles. 3, how we communicate and consume data. And 4, how we stay healthy in a post-COVID world. The 3 primary technology shifts supporting the first 3 trends, solar energy technology, electric vehicle technology, and 5G, are all rooted in silver using electronics. These 3 trends are no longer in the unstable early days of development and have reached a cost-effective and economically reliable status, which helps to increase demand for silver. Silver, long a popular input for medical uses, could also play a small but significant role in how we cope with the impacts of this virus. So trend number 1, how we get household energy. Solar energy has established a significant stronghold in the mainstream at this point. The costs of solar power have settled into a more competitive equilibrium, and we expect that the installations of solar sources will remain robust in the near term thanks to a combination of higher energy demand for consumers, a preference for renewables, and better pricing. Photovoltaic cells, or PV, the technology at the heart of the solar energy collection, continues to be a growing category for industrial silver use. While industrial silver use was flat in total between 2018 and 2019, PV usage was up 7%. China has been a key user of the silver in production of solar panel components. In 2019, as trade war pressures dampened industrial activity around the world, China's silver industrial demand for non-PV uses was down, but PV usage was up. Solar panel demand from emerging markets buyers is a major reason for China's sturdy PV numbers. Within China, panel installations were actually down in 2019 as centralized subsidies for solar installation declined. However, falling prices in silver modules helped stoke the panel demand overseas. According to the World Silver Survey 2020 report by the Silver Institute, 2/3 of the Chinese panel production in 2019 went to emerging market buyers. So, it's kind of just sharing, where silver is headed for green energy, solar energy. Photovoltaic cells is widely used in the silver world, and that's what's going to be driving prices, demand higher. And this is something that's only going to be growing more and more and more. So here's a second figure, global photovoltaic installations by major region, and you can see it just rapidly growing. Trend number 2, what we drive. Consumers are also on the bandwagon for battery electric vehicles. Not only do BEVs offer substantial reductions in emissions, but sticker prices have fallen considerably as battery making costs decline on the order of 15-20% per year, according to JP Morgan. While BEVs made up only 1% of the global auto sales in 2015, JP Morgan estimates they will represent 18% of sales by 2030. So in the next coming years, electric vehicles are going to take over the market, and that's what's widely used in silver, as silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. Silver has a critical role in battery production, but it's not just the batteries. Sensors, for instance, are also a vital part of BEV technology, as they continuously monitor battery function. BEV technology also relies on expanded use of semiconductors and a span of electrical components. Silver factors into all of these applications, as well as into charging stations, which are becoming increasingly popular for residential use and expanded infrastructure. So here's the global electric vehicle forecast. From 2015, 1%, 2030, up to 39%. And this is full plus hybrids, and this is pure ICE. You can see BEVs. So 18% around there. So trend number 3. How we communicate and consume data. With communication at the center of daily life for consumers, the outlook is also favorable for the continued rollout of 5G, the next wave of wireless technology. Like residential energy and electric vehicle development, the 5G revolution is fundamentally electronics focused, a great omen for continued silver demand. And see, we're advancing into this new age of technology, this new technological era, and silver is a major player in the game. So diminishing supply, but an astonishingly high demand is only going to make silver more scarce, make it more sought after, which makes it more expensive. 4G technology upgraded internet bandwidth by orders of magnitude, enabling all kinds of video and data-heavy communication and consumption among smartphone users who could previously only talk, text, and otherwise use data within limits. 5G is set to unleash a similar expansion of bandwidth. Expanded bandwidth opens up the landscape for the Internet of Things, supporting easy connectivity for household appliances and climate control functions and connectivity in our cars, for instance. It also means a whole generation of new 5G compatible devices, which, like BEVs, are only a small share of the market today, but set to grow every year. Also, like BEV, silver plays a role in the entire ecosystem of this trend. Silver is used in the semiconductors of electrical components that go into towers, the devices, and all smaller pieces that make up the plumbing. While consumers will be the core users of 5G, analysts also see bandwidth upgrading opening the door to substantial innovation across automotive, manufacturing, and healthcare sectors. So even more discoveries that we don't even know yet. So here's the 5G smartphone ratio. So 2019, very low. By 2024, it's going to be up by 35%. Trend number 4, how we stay healthy in a post-COVID world. Back in 2017, we first explored silver demand and healthcare in our report. Silver, an essential metal for the 21st century. Silver has been used in healthcare and medical applications, not just in modern times, but dating back thousands of years thanks to its inherent bacteria-killing powers. And back in ancient times, they saw silver was magical because silver could purify water. Silver is an antimicrobial. The ions in silver absorb the oxygen around bacteria, essentially suffocating them. This property has made silver a popular input for medical uses, including coatings on surgical tools and hospital surfaces. Silver is used in thousands of medicinal and dentistry products, including ointments to protect wounds, especially burns from infections. Silver is added to everyday products. For example, silver nanoparticles have been added to athletic socks since 2010 to kill bacteria and fungus associated with smelly feet. This is an example of silver's increasing use in nanotechnology, a method of fighting and preventing diseases using atomic scale tailoring of materials. But this pandemic is so viral, how does the antibacterials like silver help? In a mid-pandemic society, there are several important uses. First, a UK-based test developer is using the metal as an input for both infection and antibody tests to be used in a single finger prick format. As societies look for ways to resume activity safely, this type of rapid testing could prove instrument. Second, the use of silver-laced fabrics could become popular in face masks. Though silver masks don't offer additional protection against COVID compared to non-silver masks, they can cut down on bacteria and odor, huge benefits for anyone who has to wear a mask for a long period. So, consumer flock to reliable, cost-effective technologies. Consumers have a strong preference for green technologies and use for their wireless devices in communication, work, and entertainment. Atop these broader demand trends, reliable and cost-effective technologies are changing consumer habits and household energy, what we drive, and the devices we buy. All of these technologies come back to electrical components and battery technology, which rely upon silver. Amid the COVID environment, silver could factor into consumer healthcare products as well. While these forces are not the key drivers of industrial silver use today, these categories are expected to grow considerably. As we track global industrial demand for silver, these consumer-based drivers will be increasingly important. So, you can see right here, 7% used for silverware, 3% photography, 51% industrial applications like solar panels, electronics, batteries, 21% jewelry, 18% in coinage and bars. So silver definitely has a bright future, and I hope this video showcased that. You want to look, when you're investing into something, you want to look forwards and see where it's going to be headed. And it's only looking like silver is going to become more scarce, more rare, more sought after, and also higher prices. That means higher prices. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if this video can get 200 likes. If you love precious metals, make sure to smash the like button. Also, make sure you're subscribed and turn on post notifications so you get instantly notified every time I post a video. This was Silver Slayer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.